Hey Wayne,
Hey, Brendan.
what are you playing here?
This would be Tomb Raider, not Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness or Tomb Raider Underworld, just
Anniversary edition, maybe?
Tomb Raider, just Tomb Raider reimagined. Since that seems to be like the big thing, is that it's a reimagining. Although really, it's fair to say that this is just a reboot.
She looks much younger than I remember.
Yeah, she's actually
and also more proportional.
she's a 21-year-old college graduate at this point, so it's like she's still fond of pants rather than the hot pants.
Oh,
that
okay,
she's,
no Daisy Dukes today.
Well, no, yeah, exactly. We're not going to be seeing any of that here.
And
So-
you look like you're in a bad way.
Yeah,
What's going on?
she's limping along. We've just we're starting this shortly after most of the introductory cutscenes that people have seen before.
Okay, good.
So what's happened is she's just been run through with a piece of construction rebar has pierced her side. So she's pretty badly injured.
And she
at
looks a
this
little
point.
more hesitant than I remember.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like this is a girl that doesn't have any survival training whatsoever. So she's kind of just it's like learning everything as she goes, and
Ugh.
yeah, not really doing a very good
Very
job of it.
Nathan Drakey.
Yeah, you can tell that they've actually borrowed a lot from Naughty Dog in that sense. It's like a lot of the animations just come off as like this is an average person, very uncertain of themselves in it's like a pretty dangerous situation, and they've tried to communicate that she would act the way you or I would,
Okay.
at least for certain parts anyway.
And you were showing me earlier the desaturation effect. Can
Yeah.
you explain that?
Okay,
or
so
show it off here.
Yeah, so the desaturation effect, that's this when it goes
Yeah.
into black and white like that. That's what's called survival instinct, aka eagle vision or detective mode. And what it does is
Okay.
it highlights objects or items in the environment. Which,
So what's that thing over there, like that?
yeah,
glowing
see that? Yeah,
beam?
see that only came up because of survival instinct. That's basically the game telling you if you didn't want to figure it out for yourself, you're supposed to go here.
So that's their version of the Dead
That's-
Space waypoint system.
That is their built-in walkthrough. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and.
That's a big plane.
Yeah,
What's
she's
going on here?
Well, she's just trying to make her way through this island because she really doesn't know very much about it. So I guess we're being introduced to more of the Nathan Drake traversal stuff.
Wow,
just
this,
like,
I remember this from Uncharted 2.
So there it is. Yes, she's climbing up some broken wreckage, and once again you've got it's like the animations that indicate that it's like this is like not entirely stable,
Yeah.
and that it's like Lara Croft really is uncertain as to how well this is going to go.
I like how they're doing the cues where it's kind of floating on
Yeah.
the world. That's kind of a nice touch.
But it's like it's all cinematic. Oh, there she's another tumble.
Oh,
Yeah.
she fall on again? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she does that. What? Okay, yeah, that was also bad. But no, she's okay. She's okay,
Okay.
folks. It's all right.
So how is the storyline again?
The storyline is honestly, it's probably the best of the series.
Okay.
I was really impressed with the way the story, particularly the characterization, carried itself in the game. The only thing about the story that bugs me, which isn't even an issue with the story, is how much of a disconnect there is between the story and the gameplay. Because it's like right now it's still a carefully controlled experience with Lara on the island and just trying to regroup with her crew.
I guess Sam is one of them?
So yeah, Samantha, who is her Japanese best friend. The premise is that Lara is actually part of a reality TV show. That's
As you would be.
yeah, because she's not the super wealthy Lady Croft that's it's like funding her own
Right.
expeditions. Instead, she's working as a researcher, and her crew, while trying to find the lost Japanese kingdom of Yamatai, gets shipwrecked on this island.
As you do.
Yeah, off the coast. Oh, did I? Oh, wait, no, that was supposed to happen. Okay, I was not sure whether I died or not.
Yeah.
But it's like apparently that was supposed to happen.
Is there any on-screen cues when you are about to die? Because I don't see a life bar anywhere on screen.
No, this again, taking a page from Uncharted, there's a regenerative health.
Oh, okay.
So, as you take more and more damage, you start to see the blood splotches
Okay.
and stuff like that start to crowd out the screen around the edges. And
Doesn't that take away from some of the dire nature of her circumstances?
well, yes, it does,
Okay.
which is getting back to that disconnect that I was talking about. But like I said, when the game is in cutscene mode and it's actually just telling the story that it wants to
Yeah.
tell, it's a very gripping, very compelling tale about an untrained girl. It's like finding an inner strength she did not know that she had.
Right.
That's the story that the cutscenes are trying to tell, and I think that that's a very good story.
Is she still British?
Yeah, yes, she's still British.
Okay.
The problem is that it's like as soon as these cutscenes are over, and we get to the part where it's pure gameplay. Like look at this. It's like you
She's
can see
freezing.
her breath, and she's actually shivering because she's just come out of a shipwreck, and she's like totally cold and
Yeah.
stranded and lost and scared, and she's just a 21-year-old college student. It's like just all alone, for God's sake. It's like you got to feel sorry for her. And it's
Right.
like, now she's just, it's like doing stuff like trying to start fires and all that. And it's like, and this stuff, it's like you sit there and you really, really sympathize with the character as, she's got just like one single match.
And if it goes out, she's done.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's like it's very, very well done. Actually, one of the interesting things about the cutscenes is two names which really surprised me were on board for directing the cinematics for this game. One is Toby Gard, who is the original creator of Tomb Raider. So somehow he agreed to this, even though Crystal Dynamics said we're completely rebooting this. The other name that really surprised me is Cory Barlog, who, for people who are not familiar, was the director of God of War 2.
Yeah.
And then he went off to Australia for a while because he was supposed to be working on some project with George Miller.
Yeah.
But when you watch the credits for this game, there's his photo with Toby Gard saying that he was one of the cinematics directors.
Okay.
So yeah, Toby Gard and Cory Barlog we have those two guys to thank for these scenes.
Okay.
So there's an interesting bit of trivia there for you folks.
That's weird.
But can we? Oh no! See, wow, I can't even skip. Or is it? No. Okay, I cannot skip these cutscenes because it's just. Oh, there we go. We'll just get through this because it's like.
We want to show as much people as much as
we
they can.
We want to try to get to the gameplay because that was all just showing backstory and building up the character and blah blah blah. That actually went on for minutes, and it's worth watching. It is worth watching.
Is there any combat we're going to see soon? Or?
Yes, well, no, actually, this is more like survival stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Which is, I like the survival stuff. This is another one of those areas where the game made me a little sad.
Do you kill baby deers?
Well, it's more like
You kill Bambi? Do you kill Bambi?
Yeah,
in
you
this
do.
game?
You do kill Bambi, but but what made me a little sad was it's like all the previews that were leading up to this game made it sound like there was going to be this serious survival component where you would be having to hunt animals just to eat and stuff like that. You don't actually have to hunt animals just to eat.
What do you get? What do animals get you when you hunt them?
When you hunt animals, you get XP from killing them, and you also get salvage, which is the in-game.
Well, I figure most deers carry around bits of steel with them. That's
Yeah,
just what they
but
do.
yeah, you actually get salvage, which you can use to upgrade your weapons. I don't know.
That makes sense. You
I don't know how
those
you get that
deers.
from a deer, but okay, here
Deers
we
are-
go. This is our Hunger Games moment.
Okay.
She's about to get her bow because it's like, as we all know, young women these days need bows.
Yeah.
We learned
it's
this
the year of the
from
bow.
Katniss Ever. Yeah. There we go. Get it, Laura.
That's
there you
really
go.
on
Just
him.
pull, and she's down again. Oh,
She falls
and
a lot in this
she's
game.
down and she's hurt.
And that
but
guy is decaying.
she's got her bow.
She still has a hole in her belly. You'd think she'd be more hurt.
Yeah, exactly. You've got that massive wound there, but it's like, yeah, she's got her makeshift longbow. So
That would hurt so much with
So
the
there
hole
we
in
go.
her
She
stomach.
is now Katniss Everness.
Where'd she
or
get
whatever her name
Where'd
is.
she get the quiver? I didn't see her pick
No,
up a
she
quiver.
she just has it. Whatever.
Okay.
It's just see, look at is she now acting at all like she's got a piercing in her chest?
No.
No, she's just saying, and look, and somebody just leaves arrows lying around. And fruit. I also need fruit. See, there we go. It's like I'm getting XP for gathering fruit and it's like picking up arrows and stuff like that. Now the first order of business is to secure some food. So she has got to try and find game. There's one.
In the neck. Oh my. Okay. That's pretty brutal.
But because this bow is completely underpowered, at this point it actually takes more than one shot.
That was
To
in his.
take
It was
him down.
sticking out of his neck.
There we go.
How is he not dead?
I don't know, but
Oh, it's through his thigh and his neck.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean it's like eventually when the bow gets powered up, everything, at least the animals, will go down after one shot.
Okay.
But
How is it in the? I guess it's not. These are not real.
it's still alive. It's the cutscene. We're going through the Avatar sequence now, where she gives thanks to nature for dissecting it,
and she's going
or
to use the arrow
something,
to
and
dissect
she's
it?
going to use the arrow to kill it.
Those are some nasty
An
arrows.
ongoing theme in the game, I might add, is like her killing stuff with just an arrow.
Okay.
But here we go. It's like
Oh.
she's just dissecting it and giving thanks, and then eventually, what was the name of the blue cat girl in Avatar?
I don't know.
No, it's like now she's ready, I guess, to
I don't think
go off
arrows
and
work
hunt.
like that, Wayne.
Yeah, but it's just it's like girls got to eat, right?
I don't think physically they can do that. Also, there's a lot of meat left.
Yeah. Well,
Take
okay.
it, salt it.
I
keep it.
know if that she's grabbed what she's going to grab. It's like, oh, bonus object. Okay, I'll just shoot that because I can.
There's another. Why did you kill another one? You barely got anything from the last one.
Yeah, but for now, the objective of the game is that I'm supposed to go back to the camp so that she can finally get some food in her belly, since it's like that's always important. There we go.
How big is the world of this game?
It's an interesting kind of thing. The game, in that sense, is half Uncharted, half original Tomb Raider.
Okay.
You've got large areas like this where you can wander around wherever you want, find hidden objects and stuff like that. And then those areas are punctuated by more linear, carefully controlled areas where they get into the Uncharted set-piece action sequences where there are no hidden objects that you have to worry about or anything like that. That's just a much more carefully controlled experience.
Is there any multiplayer in the game or no?
Yes, there is multiplayer, which again feels pretty much like Uncharted. It's like, third-person action-y kind of stuff. It works. It's just completely superfluous, and it's like it doesn't really feel like it's actually
I love how this
necessary.
works. It's very Dead Spacey.
Yeah. So now I've it's like I've gotten experience points as a result of killing things, so I can just arrow retrieval. That's always good.
So basically, if
I've now just leveled up at my base camp.
This is kind of weird. This is
Because
doesn't feel like Tomb Raider at all.
somehow that happens. Yeah, I mean, so there is an RPG light, it's like element to the game. Now her surrogate father figure is just giving her more encouragement, saying, "Yeah, just you can do this. Just get out there and kill lots of
Does he
people."
turn out to be evil?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, he does not turn out to be evil. It's her surrogate father figure. So,
Okay. Not a real father.
No,
No,
her
he's super evil.
well, no, I mean her real father is like dead or missing and presumed dead at this point in
Do you find
Laura's
out
history.
either way?
No.
Okay.
You don't, because this is supposed to be a series. They can't give everything away right at the
okay,
beginning of the game. So.
Yeah, like Peter Parker.
Yeah. So, all right, now we're getting into a little bit more of the exploration stuff. This isn't quite a tomb, but it's like we're starting to get our first hints of tombs perhaps being raided.
I think we should probably wrap up soon.
Okay.
So
Then we'll just crawl.
we should probably
under
show a
here.
little bit of the tomb part because it is called Tomb Raiding.
Yes. So let's sort of pseudo raid this pseudo tomb. And
Only
it's like
fair.
just climbing down with a torch in one hand. That's just amazing.
She's badass like that.
Well, see, that's the thing. Not yet. This is supposed to be the story of how she becomes badass, but it's like
I don't think I could do that. I think I'd burn myself numerous times.
So there she goes,
So
just
is
crawling
there
around.
a story to this island, or you don't find that out yet?
Well, you don't find that out yet. I mean, it's like eventually the full story is revealed, through the raiding of tombs and such. But in the beginning, it's like all you really know is that you're shipwrecked on this island, and there's many, many psychotic people all out to get you with a particular interest in women.
So very similar to what was that game? BioShock, where you just enter a world and everyone's crazy. Only not less rapey.
No, actually, I suppose that they are just about as crazy.
Yeah.
Let's just set fire to this because that's
can.
what you do when you're in an enclosed space.
You set fire to things.
You set fires to things, because you've got that torch.
Well, she's pyromaniac. You didn't know that about Laura, did you?
Okay, and there we go. Okay, her first other major important tool.
Is that an axe?
It's sort of an axe, yeah. There you go.
It's
Pull
like
Laura. There you go.
It's a knife on a stick.
Yep. Her pry axe.
You have a knife on a stick.
Yeah, I think they just made that name up just for this game.
They
But, yes.
needed to say, hey, I need a knife on a stick.
So there we go. It's like, now she uses that to pry doors, and then it becomes useful for many other things. It's kind of interesting how in this game, even though eventually you move on to the stock and trade pistols and shotguns and assault rifles, your two best tools are still that axe and this bow.
Does the bow get any better later
Yes,
in the
the
game?
bow eventually turns into an Olympic level compound
As it would,
competition bow.
Those are just lying around.
Somehow from a makeshift bow it turns into that, yeah.
Do you upgrade this one? Did you find another one?
It's actually a little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's your first taste of tombs. We're leaving already.
That was it?
We're leaving already, and we're headed back out into the forest again.
Oh, okay.
But it's raining.
Yeah. Actually, it might not be raining anymore. Has it stopped?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks-
there we go.
yeah,
See,
no rain.
now you're just, okay. We're back out in the woods where you get more of the survival stuff.
Okay, so any final thoughts, Wayne?
My final thoughts are, I would highly recommend that everybody play this game because it's like the story is good and the action is intense.
Nice.
My only caveat is that for hardcore, Tomb Raider traditionalists who like the puzzle solving and the exploration, that's been kind of marginalized in this game.
Okay.
So yeah, if that's the sort of thing that you really liked about Tomb Raider, it's still in here. There's just a lot less of it.
Okay.
However, if you were the sort of Uncharted Gears of War guy who always hated that puzzle sort of stuff and just wanted to shoot things, this is your game.
Okay.
Go out and get it immediately.
Well, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right.
Wayne.
All right.
Oh, it was the least I could do. My manners.